The end of another working day at Remington Arms. The gun manufacturing plant has been in operation for almost 200 years, since 1816, and it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With 1,350 workers, it's the biggest employer and lifeblood of the Mohawk Valley.
A lot of these people, some I know, have been in there for probably 25, 30 years. And that's just, it's not a paycheck. It's how they support their families. It's how they go out and live. It's a mortgage payment. It's a car payment.
You don't have to look too far to see how deeply attached this town is to Remington. The name is everywhere.
There's a significant amount of checking, and obviously we're not making toasters here. We're making firearms.
Remington Arms is the only US manufacturer of both firearms and ammunition. It makes shotguns, rifles and handguns. Many of the company's weapons are used for hunting and recreational shooting. More recently, it hired an extra 100 people after winning a new military contract. But an underlying nervousness has started to settle in at the plant. This week, New York State politicians passed a host of new gun control measures, a direct response to the school shooting in Connecticut a month ago. The new laws crack down on the sale of assault weapons and high-capacity magazines and require background checks on high-volume purchases of ammunition. Employees are afraid the new regulations will eventually put them out of a job.
Be like a lot of the factories that move out of the country. It'd be devastating.
What would you do?
I don't know. 54 years old.
Remington Arms is pretty much the only game in town here, but its employees aren't the only ones worried about their future. There are a lot of smaller businesses which rely on Remington as well. Robert and Sally's small deli near the factory is one of them. It gets a good regular crowd from Remington during the day, but in the past week they've seen a drop in business.
The guys are scared. They're not coming over for lunch. Why? Because who knows if tomorrow they'll have a job.
They have 2 sons and a future son-in-law at Remington and are trying to keep them calm.
They're hearing layoffs. They're hearing the plant closing. A lot of things are being said out there.
Many people here agree that the nation's gun laws and the mental health system need to be looked at, but they're afraid their voices are being drowned out by gun control groups and politicians hungry for change. Cath, Jazeera, Ilion, New York.